have God-given value. Here's the truth. I have God-given value because I've been given a new inheritance that provides the only true and lasting significance and security possible. So here it is. I love these things here. This is awesome. Like I said, this is one of the most awesome of all of the 7 days. And I reckon that's why it is the last one of the 7 days. But here it goes. Let's see here. I got to try to get this another up here too. I got 2 Bibles going on here. All right. I have been made an heir of God. The Bible says that we are heirs and joint heirs. One old country preacher said we were heirs and joint heirs. You are no longer a slave, but a son. And since you are a son, God has made you an heir. Now I want you to think about something when you talk about heir. Again, my uncle had not even received his first retirement check. And he lost his life. Heart attack, gone. Now, my question is, again, that was something that would have sustained him throughout the time left on this earth. Yes, and you need that. I'm not saying you don't need it. You need it. But the point is, once you die, what happens on the other side is more important. Very important. So, an heir is somebody that actually, if you die and leave a bunch, that those heirs are going to be the ones to be fighting over who gets what. I watched as my stepmother tried to move around some stuff in the house, and my sister told her not to move a thing in that house because it belonged to my mom. And I told my sister, you got no pony in this race. You back up. This is her house now. Mama's with God. Stop it. All right? An heir is someone who receives something by apportionment or a share given by lot. So one who receives by lot, an heir. In Messianic usage, all who receives his allotted possession by right of sonship, or the portion that's allotted to him. It says, therefore you're no longer a slave or bondservant, but a son. If a son, then it follows that you are an heir by the aid of God through Christ. And here's my favorite way to think about it. Doesn't that privilege of intimate conversation with God make it plain that you are not a slave, but a child? And if you are a child, you're also an heir with complete access to the inheritance. I guarantee you that when somebody goes to read your will to your family, unless you got somebody way off somewhere that you really just thought you needed to do something for, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be family, maybe some friends. That's it. But some guy off the road comes up and says, I come by to read the will. I want to see if my name's in it. Right. Yeah. He didn't even know you. When God's will is read, and what's God's will? His Word. When that will's read, whatever's in that will, we're partakers of. That's awesome. Not just in the hereafter, but in the here and now. Whatever God's Word says we can have, we can have. The peace, the joy, the comfort, and to be blessed. All of that. But again, I am not a vessel to store it. I am a conduit to push it through. Remember that. If all you think of is you're a vessel to receive it, then God's going to stop. Or even what you get's not going to make you happy. But when you become a conduit and it goes through you, then some amazing things happen. So, I've been made an heir of God. Isn't that cool? I'm an heir of David Linton. When I bought that piece of land from my daddy, actually, when you look on the map, it says the heirs of Myrtle Clark Linton. And the heirs, that's my grandmama, the heirs of Myrtle Clark Linton was my daddy, his brothers, and his sister. So when Daddy got it, it was in his name, but it still at the top said, heirs of Myrtle Clark Linton. If you look on my name up there now, it says, my name, I'm the owner of that piece of land, but it says at the top, heirs of Myrtle Clark Linton. So when you got that Bible down, you may have a promise that you claim for yourself, but it's because we are heirs of the great God, Jehovah. Wow. That's awesome. And don't forget, before we leave, I meant to do it before now, I'll make you a calendar to take home with you. I might put that calendar in the back of this. Matter of fact, I'll write it down right now. 30 days of praying who God is over your life. 30 days. Calendar. Back of week. Okay. Number 2. I have inherited everything needed to be godly. You know, Sam, my son-in-law, called me on Saturday or texted me. I said, "What's wrong, Sam?" He said, "I got a bad light and I'm trying to fix it." And he says, "I'm not sure what's going on and I don't really feel like getting shocked." And I said, "Sam, do me a favor." He said, "What?" I said, "Stop. Stop." I said, "I'll go around and help." And so Sunday after church I went around, and he didn't have the tools and he didn't have the needed stuff. So I had the tools, and I went to Lowe's and got the needed stuff. You do that before you don't know. You got to have the right stuff. If you don't, you know. And so, no, it's not. Yeah. I tell you what, I had DC. I was at DC's house. I had my phone in my pocket like this. I was at DC's house, and I was trying to help DC in his house do some wiring. And I said, "Turn the switch off." And so he takes it and he turns the switch down. And when I saw him push it down, I said, "There's no need to check it," because he put the switch in the down position. And I hit it up against the middle.
It was hot.
It was hot. It was so hot that I literally had to restart my phone 3 times for it to work. Because we went on through. And my heart.
Two-way switch on?
Yeah. No, it wasn't a two-way switch. It's they wired it backwards.
Oh.
They had it wired backwards. And so I wired everything back right. What I was going to say is, you know, but we get back to saying, you got to have the right tools to do the right job. So, and when I went there, I was checking to find out where it was hot, and I have my little Hummer, and it was humming, going around, and he said, "That's pretty cool right there. I didn't have one of those." So I pulled out my voltmeter, and I started checking the volts, and said, "I didn't have one of those." And so then I go to start stripping wires, and I got wire strippers and all kinds of stuff, and he goes, "I didn't have any of that either." I said, "It's okay, Sam, call me, I'll be here, I got all that." And so again, we might have everything you need to do, electrical job or mechanical job. I couldn't work on the engine of a car because I don't have the tools. But we have inherited everything needed to be godly. Wow. It's awesome. Because you know what, godly, well, I'm going to ask everybody anyway, but I'm writing this down. And then we're going to, I'm going to ask y'all. His divine power has given us everything we need for life and godliness through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness. Like it says, divine power has bestowed upon us all things that are requisite and suited to life and godliness through the full personal knowledge of Him who called us and to His own glory and excellence, virtue. Everything we need, requisite, suited to. This class I'm taking this semester, this class I'm taking this semester is Western Civilization. And in the very thing it says, the requisite is the English that I took 2 semesters ago. If I hadn't taken that English, I couldn't be taking this course. And so the same way, requisite things, you've got to have things beforehand. So again, what, and I've got something written down, but I want y'all to talk to me too. Well, what do y'all consider living a godly life? Anybody?
Believing God.
Now, that's part of it.
Not believing in God, believing God.
That's a good one. I'll write that down. That's good. That's part of it. Okay.
Reading the Bible and try to go by what the Bible tells.
That's part 2 of what he said.
Okay.
He said believe in God, and you said doing it. The only way to believe God is to read the Word, and the only way to doing it good is you got to do it. So,
Be good to others.
be good to others.
And what I said in the prayer that I said today, put your trust in God.
That's cool.
And share what you've got with other people.
Yes. Y'all are doing good. Y'all got some good stuff here.
Die to self.
The dot, I can tell that.
Right now?
I said, I know we haven't got it on the dot.
Die to self.
David's wanting that you hang on the line.
We got to believe that God is, and that He is a reward of those who diligently seek.
Okay. I like what all y'all are saying. That's good stuff. What else?
And don't get you no teddy bear yet.
What else? Go ahead. Somebody tell me something.
Is it a godly life that we think we're living, or is it a godly life that God thinks we're living?
That's a good question too. Wow, this is some deep stuff. Y'all, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. All right. So is it what we think, or what God thinks?
God thinks.
Wow. Okay. So, somebody else. Y'all are doing good. I'm impressed. Y'all impressed me, but of course
We've got to have a faith, because it plainly says that, without faith, we can't please God.
Yeah.
But if we're trying to please God, we've got to be God.
I mean, we're trying to please Him,
But we have,
and if we please Him, we're living a godly life. I don't know.
well, you got the faith that God has said.
Y'all are doing good. Come on. I like this interaction.
All right, Stephanie.
You gotta love them, look who the greatest commandment is love.
Yeah. Okay.
You love
I guess
you
you want
first, so you in turn love him.
All right.
You got to love the Lord God and your neighbor as yourself. That's the two greatest commandments.
Y'all are all. Okay, let me tell you what the answer is.
That would be good.
All of the above and then some.
All of the above and then some. Here's the then some. Write this down. Micah 6 and 8. This is godliness. Get ready. Micah 6 and 8. Now I've got, let's see here. Micah 6 and 8. This is going to be your answer, but this is how we're going to bring it out. Okay, hold on. Let me get old Micah here. Micah, he built houses. He specialized in floors. And then the floor after him, Floor Micah. Everyone says nickname, Floor Micah.
Molly.
Are y'all ready?
Linoleum. It's
That was
first
kids.
cousin.
Yeah. Okay. Micah 6 and 8. He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Now, with all that said, let's go ahead and look at some translations here.